A Pakistani cargo ship arriving in Chittagong harbour was more than just a trade deal. It showed how Bangladesh's foreign policy is changing. For many years, things weren't good between Bangladesh and Pakistan because of the war in 1971. But this event shows they might become friends again and work together. The new government, led by Muhammad Yunus, seems to want this. Bangladesh is buying more weapons from Pakistan and making it easier for Pakistani goods to come in. This shows Bangladesh is trying to move on from the past and find a new role in the area. This has gotten the attention of other countries in South Asia, especially India. India, a close friend of the old government in Bangladesh, now has to rethink its plans. The changing relationship between Dhaka and Islamabad makes things uncertain in the region. Things started changing in Bangladesh when Sheikh Hasina left. After 15 years in charge, she lost power and stepped down after public protests. She was close with India, which was good in some ways, but some people didn't like it. Then Muhammad Yunus, a Nobel Prize winner, became the new leader. His ideas about dealing with other countries are very different from Hasina's. Yunus wants to stay friends with India, but he also wants to be friends with Pakistan. This surprised India. India and Bangladesh got along well when Hasina was in charge. They worked together on problems like terrorism and border security, but there were still some disagreements, like about people moving from Bangladesh to India and arguments about sharing water. The new leader in Dhaka gives India new challenges. India needs to be careful and change its plans to deal with these changes. Even though they were friends, Bangladesh and India have always had complicated issues. Some problems keep causing trouble. One problem is people moving from Bangladesh to India without permission. This has become a big political issue in India, with some groups using it to their advantage. The arrest of a Hindu monk in Bangladesh recently made things worse, with both sides saying the other side is treating people of certain religions unfairly. Sharing water, especially from the Teesta River, is another problem. They have talked many times, but they can't agree on a solution. This has caused anger and mistrust, making it hard to work together on other things. India also worries about terrorist groups in Bangladesh. India is afraid that increased extremism in Bangladesh could cause problems in its own northeastern states. Bangladesh is at an important point. Things are changing, and the old ways are gone. Hasina leaving and the new government coming in has created a time of change. What happens next in Bangladesh depends a lot on the next election. If the Bangladesh Nationalist Party wins, especially if they team up with the Islamist Jamaat-e-Islami, it could make things harder with India. This is important for India. India doesn't want its neighbor to have problems. If Bangladesh becomes closer to Pakistan, it would change the power balance in the area and maybe make China stronger too. India needs to change its strategy. Being too forceful might not work. Instead, India needs to build stronger economic ties, fix problems about water and migration, and talk to all the political groups in Bangladesh. Peace and prosperity in the region depend on handling these issues wisely.